What's going on, Raider Nation? It is Wednesday night, another live show, and another practice to talk about. Let's get it started. What's going on, Raider Nation? Raider Ed back again on a Wednesday night. It is Raiders Primos time. It is real Raider talk time. We're going to be talking about another training camp and also, you guys, the Raiders offense waking up, showing life. Same with the quarterbacks. We got some struggling on the wide receiver part that I feel now people are freaking out about it. I mean, are we is Gallup retiring gonna hurt us? We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. Defense still doing their thing in camp. We got some things to talk about today. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I did somewhat catch the pressures today. I know it was the special team unit really that was up there talking. And I think Trayvon Merrick, if I'm not mistaken, he was up there too, talking on the presser. I'm gonna be honest, I was at work, and right when I got home, I fell asleep. I was trying to make sure I stayed awake to go back, rewatch the pressers, and take some notes. But I'm gonna be honest, I got home, I fell right asleep because I didn't get home till like 5:30. Took a quick 30-minute nap that kind of squeezed into a 50-minute nap, and I'm going to be honest with y'all, I'm just waking up with you guys. So bear with me. Bear with me. I'm just waking up. But this live show was not going to get postponed. I'm not going to be too tired for the Raider Nation. I'm never going to be too tired to talk some football with you guys. But before we get into it, on the way in, hit that like button. If you guys want to become a part of the Boricua party of Raider Nation, the Boricua party of the nation, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. It costs you nothing. It is free. It is totally up to you if you want to hit that subscribe button or not. I'm not charging you $10. I'm not charging you anything. It is for free. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are closing in on 500 subscribers. Also, share with your friends. Anyone you know that loves talking Raider football, what are you doing? Okay? What are you doing? Send this link around. Send it to anybody that you know that loves talking Raiders football, because that is what we do here at Raiders Primos. We talk Raiders football, and also just anybody who just loves talking football in general. We love talking football in general. We love talking about all 32 teams in the NFL, and also talking about the not so fun league, once again striking with the new kickoff rules. Now, it's mainly towards the onside kickoff rules that I'm not liking. They once again are taking away the game that we love. But let me get into who is in the chat, who is already in the Boricua party of the Raider Nation. And it starts with him, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the Ian Report of the Raider Nation, who was blowing up my phone that I had to put him on mute. I didn't put him on mute. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying it because he does blow up my phone. But my man, Sean Johnson, with the knowledge of the nation, the knowledge of the news that comes out, salute to my man, Sean Johnson, saying salute, let's get it. Raider Nation for life. Always, always. League guy, my man, always knows what time it is. He's coming in. It's all good. Like I said, man, I am just waking up, but I'm trying to get that energy to come out. Pause if necessary. We already started on a bad note, man, because I already seen, yes, man, the chats have been hornified today. So I'm going to try to cut back, and hopefully there's no pause-worthy moments in this live stream. Sean Johnson says Raiders defensive end Max Crosby, 49ers Trent Williams, and Christian McCaffrey make the top 10 of the NFL top 100 players. Crosby will be the first player to be picked in the top 10 after a season playing with the Raiders. Devontae wasn't in the top 10? I think, and Khalil Mack was top 10, I think, in 2016, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he was after a season playing with the Raiders since Khalil Mack was 5th in 2017. Yeah, I remember that. We got my cousin. We got another primo, Teddy Pacheco. Sup, cuz? We back. Acknowledge a 2-time fantasy champ. I acknowledge you, but do you acknowledge me too? Because I'm a champion too. I got to defend my title, and hopefully I join the 2-time. I join and I become a 2-time back-to-back champion. I've got to defend my crown. I got to come back and show people the business of how we do it in fantasy football. And my battery just came out. Okay, we got my battery back in. But yes, you guys, let's talk about it. Let's talk about some Raider football out there. And like I said, you guys, the Raiders offense, after days last week of training camp getting started, the pads came on yesterday. The offense was struggling these past days. The defense was having their way, and people were like, yo, Raider Ed, why are you not worried about this? I'm not worried about this because this is a top 10 unit, right? I said this. I posted this. I didn't post it on Twitter. And you know why I need to post it on Twitter? Because Raider Nation, we are overreacting on the offense struggling. Like, this is not a Raiders defense that is projected to be the worst in the NFL. This is a defense that is projected to be a top 10 unit in the NFL. They are projected 9th to be a 9th ranked defense. And most of us in the nation think they could be better than that. That they could possibly squeeze to become a top 5 unit, to possibly be up there with the 49ers as one of the best defensive units in the NFL right now. And we are overreacting because our offense is struggling, a offense that is learning a new offensive playbook, a offense that is missing Colton Miller to a shoulder injury, that is missing Jackson Powers Johnson to a concussion injury, which is worrisome that he has a concussion that was not by contact. That is very, very worrisome. I hope and prayers to Jackson Powers Johnson that he speedy recovery, but that when he comes back in full health. But these are things that we have to factor in. This is an offense that is trying to find their legs. And think about it, you guys. Going against this defense is only going to make this offense better. This is going to be one of the best defenses that they're going to see during this season. Going to read off some notes and tweets that was coming out of the Raiders camp today. Levi Edwards says, top pass completions in the Raiders on one-on-ones with receivers versus the secondary. You had Michael Mayer with the slant up the middle. Brock Bowers continues, and this is not pause-worthy, continues to dominate the middle of the D. That is not pause-worthy because Brock Bowers is being unguardable. I'm not just saying that. It is being tweeted out there that Brock Bowers is being unguardable in the red zone. Brock Bowers on a zig route. He got a completion. Devontae Adams making a nice back shoulder catch from a back shoulder throw from Gardner Minshew. Also, Levi Edwards. It seems that Antonio Pierce was not liking the offense getting that ball moving down the field because Antonio Pierce started yelling at the defense to pick up the intensity after the offense started moving the football. 2 plays later, our guy, the face of the nation, Max Crosby, says, not on my watch, and strips the ball as the quarterback is in the throwing motion. We assume it's Gardner Minshew as he was taking the number 1 reps today, and Aiden O'Connell was behind him. But it is a guessing game. We don't know what quarterback who it was that Max Crosby stripped. All I know is that Max Crosby is already in mid-season form, and he is ready to start playing some real NFL games out there, you guys. I think he is tired of practice, and he just wants to get this NFL season just get it started. Logan Reaver tweeted out that the offense is having a bounce-back day so far, and he also said that Minshew was running with the ones today. Just to confirm it with you guys, that I'm not just talking out of my ass. Minshew was with the number ones today, and also I think Logan. I don't know if Logan Reaver tweeted this out, that is how the Raiders have been practicing. That there will be a day with O'Connell's running with the ones, and then there will be a day with Minshew running with the ones. A lot of people took that tweet from Logan Reaver and started, again, just trying to push a narrative that, AP wants Minshew to start. Like, look, he's running with the ones today, and, the offense was finally moving. Like, bro, let's cut the crap trying to divide the nation. The Raiders have been doing this since day one, since minicamp, since OTAs. Minshew would get some reps with the ones. Aiden O'Connell would get some reps with the ones. We are evaluating who is going to be the starter for the 2024 season. So, of course, Minshew is going to have a day to run with the ones. Aiden's going to have a day running with the ones. Stop being on that weird shit and trying to split the nation and saying, Minshew is running with the ones and, the offense is finally moving. Like, cut that crap out, y'all. Like, let's enjoy this training camp. Let's enjoy going to the preseason, having football back. Like, let's stop being on that weird stuff and trying to split the nation, you guys. Like, I'm over that weird stuff. Let me see. I want to see who is up in this chat. We got John Leon. Salute, bro. And then Sean says, Murph was saying we could possibly look back and Brock Bowers is the greatest offensive player overall in Raiders history. Let time showcase it. And that's true, Sean. We got to let time showcase it. We got to give it time. We say that with Aiden. We say that with Trey Tucker. We're saying that with a lot of our young bucks. Even, Tyree Wilson, we said that last year. We got to let time tell what do we have in these guys. A lot of people were saying Tyree Wilson was going to be a bust. This season, we're looking at Tyree Wilson as possibly being a very, very impactful player on that defensive line. So, yeah, let time tell. And I believe, we may look at Brock Bowers as one of the all-time greatest offensive players in Raiders history. But let's continue, you guys. Let us continue. Levi Edwards. Once again, Devontae Adams has seen a lot more targets today than he has so far during training camp. And as you expect, Devontae being Devontae, he's making the secondary pay. That's why you got to target 17. Where is 17 at on the field? If the defense is not going to count for him, then you better get him the football. Victor Fur on X also tweeted out, Minshew has had the better day thus far, but O'Connell has had some drops. Tucker continues to have a rough camp. Bowers continues to look like the real deal, and it will be interesting to see how many carries he gets this season. Key word, carries. He didn't say receptions. He said carries. Brock Bowers might be getting some carries, you guys. He might be playing that running back role. Let's see what Luke Gessie has to dial up, but I did want to touch on that. Trey Tucker having the case of the dropsies. He is struggling right now, you guys. It seems that every day since camp, not really since camp started, I want to say since the pads that came on, which was yesterday. So we only had 2 days of full training camp in full pads to look through. And Trey Tucker has been struggling. He had the case of the dropsies yesterday, and it seems they are not getting cleaned up today. He is still dropping the football. Like I said, guys, it is 2 days. He's struggling right now, but I'm not going to overlook it. It's funny because he started struggling yesterday. He's struggling today with the drops, and I'm seeing all over like he was trying to putting out what receivers we should go look at. Now, I know for context, it is really more who is going to replace Michael Gallup, because we got Guyton, and I'm going to put a sneaky name out there, you guys. I like Darius Slayton. I know his name has been brought up. I like Darius Slayton, mainly because I think he would come in as a wide receiver 4. He wouldn't would not mind that role. I think other names like Michael Thomas, a lot of people are saying maybe explore the Brandon Ayuk trade again. I think those names, those are guys that are going to look to be a wide receiver too, and we just don't have that here. We already have our wide receiver 1 locked up. Tay's going to be Tay. Jacoby Myers, he is shown to be one of the top wide receiver 2, a great compliment to Devontae. And then you got Trey Tucker, who is going to, just because he's having some drops, he's going to lock up that wide receiver 3. And the wide receiver 4, I think Christian Wilkerson can maybe lock up. If Guyton is still injured, you guys, Christian Wilkerson had a nice preseason last year. Positiveness. He caught a lot of balls. I think Aiden O'Connell late in the preseason was really looking towards Wilkerson's way and had a good rapport going on with Wilkerson. I would not be shocked if Wilkerson. We haven't heard anything out of camp, so yes, given that, take it with a grain of salt of that bold take. But I want to see what he brings to preseason. If he can come out of preseason having the same type of preseason that he had last season, I don't think AP overlooks Wilkerson like Josh McDaniels overlooked him. I mean, Aiden O'Connell had a really good preseason and put him as an emergency quarterback, being that quarterback 3. So, I mean, it's just something to look at. I'm just thinking about in-house. You got Christian Wilkerson, who didn't have really a bad preseason last year. And let's see if he can, bounce back. And maybe if he has a good preseason, like I said, Guyton is still on the injury list. You may even have to look at him and put wide receiver 4. And salute to Sean Johnson, bringing all the names up. You got Alan Lazard, Robert Woods, Darius Slayton, Michael Thomas, Russell Gage. Russell Gage may be another name, Sean, that can possibly accept a wide receiver 4 role. Hunter Renfro. These are realistic names to replace Gallup. And yeah, I hear you, Sean. Hunter Renfro, I'm going to be honest. I think the Raiders ruined Hunter Renfro, and maybe mainly Josh McDaniels did, but also just the injuries. Putting Hunter Renfro to return punts, I think just did Hunter really disservice. You had him returning punts, and you also had him in the starting lineup on the offense. That really, really hurt him because he was taking unnecessary hits, not only on the offense side of the football, but also when returning punts down there. But yeah, I would maybe bring in a Russell Gage. But guys like Michael Thomas and Alan Lazard, they may want to come in and be that wide receiver 2. And I want to see what Trey Tucker, and it's really not a shot at Jacoby Myers. It's really Trey Tucker. I want to see what this kid can bring. And I don't want us to limit Trey Tucker's snap percentage because, we got Alan Lazard, we have Jacoby Myers, and then we have Devontae Adams, or we have a Michael Thomas, a Jacoby Myers, and a Devontae Adams. Trey Tucker is going to be the odd man out. So I would love to see bring a Darius Slayton, bring in a Russell Gage. I think Russell Gage is probably even more likely name to bring in than a Darius Slayton, to be honest. But if we're not looking elsewhere in free agency, then let's look in-house and let's look at a Christian Wilkerson possibly. Yeah, Sean, you're right, bro. I am too. I am very, very shocked that the Saints didn't grab Hunter Renfro. And also that's a tell sign right there. For the Saints to not grab Hunter Renfro, could it be, injuries that have caught up to Hunter Renfro? Is that a concern to New Orleans? I think him and Derek Carr had a really good rapport going on here. And I think does he fit with the Saints? A lot of people said he did. I agree. I think he does fit with the Saints, and he would definitely be a weapon alongside, Chris Olave. Who else they got down there? Who else? I know they got that. They got another speedster down there. I don't know his name, but he would definitely be a great addition to that receiving core. And the fact that they haven't signed him yet, it is a telltale sign for Hunter Renfro not being signed. Sean says, well, bring in one of these guys as an assurance to wide receiver 3, wide receiver 3, Trey Tucker, but more as a wide receiver 4. And that's where I'm at, Sean. That I hear you. And I agree. That's why I look at names like a Russell Gage or even a Christian Wilkerson, because a Christian Wilkerson could be a good wide receiver 3 in the red zone. just the big body, the measurables that he brings. Let me see. I believe he is a big. Let me see. He is a big body. Yeah. He's 6'1", so he's not much of a big body. But like I said, last season in the red zone, or last season even in the preseason, he was killing it in the and I think it was that last preseason game where he had like 8 catches for over 100 yards, and I don't know if it was 1 touchdown or 2 touchdowns he had. He ended the preseason on a good note, and I honestly thought he wasn't going to be high on the depth chart. I knew that, but I was wide receiver 4, wide receiver 5. I could see him, but we also have, we had that former Charger. He barely even played. That's why I forgot his name, but he was our kick returner. That's another. I can't believe I forgot about DJ Turner. He had another. He had a nice catch today. I think it was down here. It was from it was from Aiden O'Connell. I think he hit him. Did he hit him in the corner? Yeah, it was right here. Victor First said best pass of the day was a high arcing 30-yard touchdown in the left corner from O'Connell to DJ Turner. And that could be another. You got Trey Tucker and DJ Turner on the field at the same time. You got 2 speedsters that can stretch the field, open up the offense. Sean, I would not be mad at this wide receiver group. You got Devontae Adams, wide receiver 1, Jacoby Myers, wide receiver 2, Trey Tucker 3, Christian Wilkerson, DJ Turner. Whoever's going to get wide receiver 4, wide receiver 5. I mean, we'll see. Maybe they'll get wide receiver 5, wide receiver 6, and then someone else comes in as wide receiver 4. But let's see what we got in house. I would love to see what we got in house, and I think, Sean, I'm gonna be honest. I think that's what AP wants to see. I think we're gonna see some preseason games out of these, these depth pieces, and we're gonna see where we go from there. But let's talk some more of the notes, you guys, that was coming out of camp. Levi Edwards talking about the defense says rookie linebacker Tommy Eichenberg made 2 nice back-to-back plays in team period, with a tackle on the line of scrimmage on Amir Abdullah, and then dropping back to nearly make a one-handed interception. And me and Sean, we were very high on Tommy Eichenberg when his name was announced that he was coming to Las Vegas. Me and Sean were just like jumping for joy. We were just jumping for joy. We didn't, but I'm gonna be honest, Sean, I did not think that he was gonna make an impact this early. He can honestly possibly push Devon Diablo for I want to say he will push Devon Diablo, maybe Luke Masterson. Maybe he might push Luke Masterson snap count. Might bring they might flop them both. There's just so much depth on this defense, you guys. Like, I'm excited to see the preseason. Mainly, we're gonna see the starters for a little bit, but it's mainly just these depth guys, these young bucks, like the Trey Taylors, like the Chris Smiths that, we got him out of Georgia last year, just like, and like Tommy Eichenberg, and I'm interested to see Tyree Wilson going into his second year. I know he might not get a lot of snap counts in the preseason because he's with the starters, but I'm interested to see what he does, with this, with the group like Christian Wilkins next to him and Malcolm Koonce and Max Crosby on that line with him. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what are we going to get out of our young guys that are rookies, guys that are going into their second year. I'm really interested to see what I'm interested to see what's going to transpire in preseason. Victor Furr also said, responding to a tweet that said, think Tucker could get knocked down the depth chart with the continued drops. And this was a lot of people's concern. Like, Tucker is struggling with those drops. Victor Furr replied to that and said, nah, there is a big gap behind him on the depth chart right now. And I'm telling you guys, Trey Tucker is, after what we've seen last season, you guys, I agree with Victor Furr. I think there is a big gap between the wide receiver 3 spot and the wide receiver 4 spot when in talking to Trey Tucker. I think Trey Tucker is he has that wide receiver 3 locked. He's struggling with the drops right now, but I would rather him struggle with it right now than week 1 comes, first game is the Chargers, and he's dropping passes out there, left and right. I would rather him work on it right now during camp, work on it during the preseason, and clean it up when we go out there week 1 against the Chargers. Victor Fur also said that there has been a handful of PI flags today. There's a couple on Jacorian Bennett, and after the last one, Crosby lost it. He strongly requested for officials to call it when he's being held, which has been very often today. Hey, offense is trying to run some plays. You know what's funny about that? I was like, it's crazy that the officials are not even calling holding for Max Crosby when he's going against his own team. Like that is very, very crazy to me that even on his own team, he's not even getting called holding. Like that is really mind-boggling to me. Sean says, but plus we got to keep in mind, Brock Bowers will be playing wide receiver also. So that's going to be he will be doing running back, H-back, tight end, wide receiver, hell, maybe fullback, etc. Yes, Sean, they keep like teasing it that they're going to be plugging him in many different positions, pause if necessary, that they're going to be putting him as a running back. They're talking about giving him some carries, moving him to the outside wide receiver. And we've seen it of Brock Bowers coming out of Georgia, that Georgia moved him all over the field. They were running jet sweeps with Brock Bowers, and he's taking a jet sweep 75 yards to the house. This guy, they asked Nate Hobbs that, does Brock Bowers' speed surprise you for a guy being that big? Again, bro, it's just pause-worthy show right now. And Nate was like, yes. Like, I didn't expect him to be that fast, having that type of speed, being that, having those measurables as a tight end. You just don't see that type of speed from a rookie coming out of college. I'm excited for Brock Bowers, Sean. And you're right. We do got to keep in mind about that. How is Luke Getsy going to incorporate Brock Bowers into these offense? You can have Michael Mayer in the tight end slot or a tight end position, and then you got Devontae, you got Trey Tucker, and then you got, you can have Brock Bowers on the outside, or even Brock as a fullback and Jacoby, at the outside. Like, there are so many things that Luke Getsy can, draw up with a guy like Brock Bowers. And of course, we're not going to see the entire playbook in preseason. We're going to see a lot of vanilla out there. But again, I'm interested to see what are some formations that we're going to see out there. It's really not so much to play, but what are some formations we're going to see in preseason? Again, probably not going to see a lot. We're not going to show our hand, before the season starts. But I'm very, very interested to see what Luke Getsy is going to show in preseason. What are we going to see from Brock Bowers? And then, like I said, you guys, best pass of the day was O'Connell to DJ Turner, 30-yard touchdown in the left corner. Some things to point out. Gardner Minshew passed to Madison for 10 yards. I believe this was a drive. There was another pass from Minshew. He passed to Trey Tucker for about 10 to 12 yards. It was on a crossing route. And then there's a DJ Turner rush for 5 to 7 yards. And then Minshew rushed off the pressure for a small gain. And then he hit Zamir in the flat. Minshew ran an RPO, and then he gave it to Zamir White. Zamir White ran for 10-plus yards. Aiden O'Connell came in, hit a slant route to Adams for 10 yards. And it turns out it was Crosby's strip. He strip sacked Aiden on a play action pass. So it was Aiden O'Connell that got strip sacked by Crosby. And then Aiden came back with a sideline pass to Myers for 5 yards. Dylan Lave had a 10-yard gain. Zamir had a short gain. And then Minshew went back in there, had an incomplete pass to Mayer, had a 10-yard pass to Adams, had an incomplete pass to Tucker in the flat. And then Tucker dropped one over the middle from Aiden. Let me see. Some notes in the red zone, you guys. Minshew had an incompletion on the sideline. He then hit Tucker over the middle for a 15-yard catch, and then another incompletion by Minshew on a Crosby and Kuntz pressure. A tweet by Levi Damien. Gardner Minshew got a good amount of run with the ones today. He and Aiden O'Connell switched off. Both had a few good completions. Safe to say the offense looked the best it's looked this camp. Granted, that's not a high bar to clear. So take that for what it's worth. And also, no cornerback Brandon Faison, no safety Jadon Grant, wide receiver Tuli Griffin, or John Jenkins today at Raiders camp. And I'm gonna be honest, you guys. I think cornerback Brandon Faison, I believe he's gonna be cut, unless he comes back and he plays during the preseason and he plays lights out. But your best ability is your availability, and I just don't see him making the team. He hasn't been out there for since the start of camp. He has been on the injured list, and he's trying to make a roster spot. So I think Ja'Cory Bennett, with all the praise that he's getting coming out of camp, he's got that cornerback too locked up. Sean says, I can see Dylan Labe and Brock Bowers coming out of that backfield would be a nice design play. And that would be nasty, Sean. Like, you got two guys that you have to account for. You got Dylan Labe, who can literally take one to the house with the speed that he possesses, and same with Brock Bowers. That would be a nasty, nasty design play. Sean, you might be giving Luke Getsy a little bit of ideas here. You might be giving him some ideas. Levi Edwards also came out today on X and said the defense still did their day-to-day, but we got probably the best showing from the Raiders offense that I've seen this camp. Luke Getsy does a lot of fun things pre-snap to keep the defense honest, and his unit is starting to pick things up. Responding to Vegas Sports today, Marvin Lewis, Antonio Pierce, and Tom Coughlin, they were Vegas Sports today. They took a picture and they were basically showing Antonio Pierce and Marvin Lewis, Tom Coughlin, basically just going over the script today. And Victor Fur tweeted out that Pierce said he's really enjoying having the former head coaches around, and also mentioned Joe Philbin as well. And I love that, you guys, because this just proves that AP is not going to be that dictator that Josh McDaniels was. That it's not going to be my way or no way. That AP wants all the advice that he can get to be a better head coach for his team. And you got, like, how can you not support a guy like that? How can you not want to run through a wall when your head coach, he's more about the players and he wants the players to have fun, but also realize it is football. It is going to be physical out there, and that physicality, you need to bring that on game day. Levi Edwards said that Amir Abdullah in his press conference gives praises to Brock Bowers, Dylan Labe, and DJ Glaze for coming into camp well prepared as rookies. Amir went on to say, we have a rule here. You're a rookie in the meetings. You're a rookie in the meal room. But when you step in that ring, it's all fair game. And I love that. When the pads come on, it is fair game. And Dylan Labe, DJ Glaze, and Brock Bowers, it seems that they are living it up to that expectation of it's all fair game. We're hearing DJ Glaze is holding his own on the right side. I feel like we're not hearing enough or we're hearing enough of Dylan Labe. Like, it seems like every single day this kid is just doing something new that is impressing the Raiders reporters out there. And Brock Bowers, I mean, you can't say enough about Brock Bowers. Levi Edwards also on X said that Amir Abdullah on adopting to new hybrid kickoff rule. He said, I feel like I'm a dinosaur sometimes because I've seen so many rule changes in this league, but I wear it as a badge of honor. It will add value to the returner position. And I agree, you guys. And to go over, let me bring that up. The new I actually got to go way back. I got to go way, way back because let me actually just search it up. New NFL kickoff. That's funny. It brought up Daniel Carlson. It's more on the offensive offsides kickoff rule, which, again, like I said, let me see. I'm trying to find it where it actually explains it. It might be, let me see. Sorry, you guys, give me 1 second. It might be this. Let me see. Hey, Sean, are you able to send me the new kickoff rule, at least the offsides one? And it seems a lot of people are not liking it. Some people say it's going to be a shit show. Because we know about the XFL rules, but I know there's an offsides. There's a new offsides kick. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Give me a sec, you guys. I apologize. Okay, so I got it right here, you guys. Shout out to MSN.com. It was hard to find, but I see there's some more people pulling up. OJ Raider. Labe hype reminds me of Chris Warren hype. Let's be real now. Labe is looking like a special team contributor until proven otherwise. I agree, OJ, and salute to you. I agree. I said this on Big Mike's channel. I think early in the season, unless Dylan Labe just goes out there and kills in the preseason, then he's earned more playing time come week one with the starters. But I think he's gonna really find his success in the return game. And I would love to have Dylan Labe return kicks. I would rather have him return kicks than have one of our starters return kicks. I know I'm hearing a lot of Jack Jones returning kicks, and a lot of people are like, yeah, have Jack Jones return kicks. No, stay away from having our starters end up like a Hunter Renfro. If Dylan Labe, that's the way he has to get his feet wet into the NFL, have him return kicks. Okay, do not have Jack Jones return kicks. I do not want to see number 18 back there returning kicks. We need our star cornerback one out there healthy, not taking unnecessary hits. Because like I said, bro, we seen it with Hunter Renfro. We seen the unnecessary hits that Hunter Renfro was taking. And Sean, I did hear about that. I heard about Anthony Brown taking one to the house yesterday. I know he's making noise, but he might be the emergency quarterback. He's likely going to be quarterback 3. League guy, the league is soft for banning the hip tackle. How else they're supposed to tackle? It's going to be hard to tackle Travis Kelce. That is who immediately I thought of when they banned that tackle. I get it. It's player safety, but come on, it is football. Injuries happen. And the defenders are not out there trying to hurt people. They're trying to tackle. They're trying to play football. They're not. It's not like they have the intent to hurt the offensive players. Unless you're Sean Payton and the Saints, from back in the day. But they're not out there trying to hurt these players. I don't understand. Why are we trying to make it hard on the D? I'm serious. I don't know how defenses even can play defense nowadays. It's crazy. But I want to explain this new rule, you guys. Shout out to MSN.com. So I said, here's the fine print from the league's official operations website. And this is in regards to the offsides kick rule. When the fourth quarter begins, the team, there's no, by the way, you guys, there can not be any offside kicks prior to the fourth quarter. So from quarter 1 to quarter 3, no onside kicks. Now, when the fourth quarter begins, the team trailing has the opportunity to declare an onside kick to the officials. So that means if you are leading, you cannot do an onside kick. You cannot have an onside kick. You have to be the losing team in order to have an onside to do an onside kick, and you also have to tell the officials that you're going to do an onside kick. Also, a current onside kickoff rules would apply if the onside kick goes beyond the setup zone untouched. Kicking team is penalized for, I don't know what that is, UNS, I don't know. Return team will start the drive at the opponent's 20-yard or their 20-yard line. Man, I think that's what it says. Well, they explained it more. They said this means that you can't have an onside kick at any point prior to the fourth quarter, and even then, you can't try one unless your team is losing. And the worst part of all, you have to declare to the officials and to your opponent and everyone else on the planet that you're about to have an onside kick. So say goodbye to the surprise onside kick to start the third quarter, or literally any other point in the game where you might be able to gain a strategic competitive advantage by springing one on your unsuspecting opponent. The No Fun League has attacked once again. So yeah, you guys, that is the new offensive or no offsides kickoff rule. Nasty. And yeah, Sean's bringing this up because on Murph Show, salute to Raiders Fan Radio, putting on an amazing. I think they might still be live because I think I checked in on them and I think they might still be live. They're putting great work over there. And yeah, Murph pointed out that Patrick Mahomes has 53 career interceptions called back due to the defense getting penalized. The next person that is closest to Patrick Mahomes is Josh Allen with 7 career interceptions that have been called back. Yes, that is insane. That is insane that Patrick Mahomes has 53 interceptions that have been called back. And people want to call him one of the most accurate passers, and I'm not taking anything away from his talent. He is one of the best quarterbacks. But to say he is probably one of the most accurate passers is kind of an overstatement, considering he has 53 interceptions that have been called back. That is a lot of interceptions. A lot of interceptions that he has thrown. And it seems that I don't know if it's him being careless with the football, that he knows he can be careless with the football because he's just going to get bailed out by those zebras, on the field. It's nasty. It's very, very, it is, bro, that is disgusting to look at. That is very, very disgusting to look at. But we're going to take one. We're going to take one, Sean. We got to have that faith that the Raiders are going to take one against the Chiefs. I'm tired of losing against the Chiefs. I talked about it in one of our previous shows that in this AP era, we are 1-1 against the Chiefs. We're even. As the way I look at it, we're even. Yeah, you guys may have whooped our asses in previous regimes, in the Josh McDaniels regime, John Gruden regime, Jack Del Rio regime, Dennis Allen regime. Chiefs, you have got your number on us. But as far as I know, in the AP era, we are even. You whooped our ass, we whooped your ass. And what are you guys going to do about it this season? Because last time I checked, we were the last ones to beat you guys in your house, made Travis Kelce's girlfriend cry, made Patrick Mahomes or Kermit Mahomes' wife cry, over there looking sad, ruining their Christmas. Kermit Mahomes was over there crying on the sideline. And then over here talking about, it's going to get handled when it gets handled. Bro, shut up. Okay, we're not scared of you. We're not scared of you. And let me speak to the Raider Nation that is now showing fear to Kansas City that we poked the bear. We poked the bear, you guys. Bro, we poked the frog. F the bear, we poked the frog. Oh, it's going to get handled when it gets handled. Shut up. Because last time you tried to handle us, Jack Jones was staring you in the face while he was taking your ugly ass pass straight to the end zone. Over there walking and running like you got to take a shit every 5 minutes. Over there doing that stupid, oh, come over here. No, bro. Nah. Okay, wait till you come to Allegiant, Mahomes. Wait till you come to Allegiant. Because AP is bringing back home field advantage, and it's not going to be, it ain't going to be that Arrowhead West, as people are calling it. No, Allegiant Stadium is going to be filled of Raider Nation. It's going to be loud, and we are going to be having our Kermit Mahomes puppets all up in the stands because we are still going to talk our shit, and we're also going to whoop that ass come Sunday at Allegiant Stadium. Salute to Sean. He says it seems special teams is more important than ever, and that's why I say, Sean, I would love to see Dylan Labe get some. I want to see him return some kicks. Hopefully, they got him returning kicks in the preseason. Hopefully, they got him returning kicks in the preseason. Lee Guy said the refs love sucking Mahomes, bro. Lee Guy, if that stat, not even pause, bro. It is not pause worthy. If that stat doesn't show that the refs are gargling that man down their throat, I don't know what does. There's no pause to that because 53 career interceptions called back due to defensive penalties. Insane, bro. Insane. They are gargling that man like they did Tom Brady. It sucks to say we may have another we may have the next Tom Brady, and I'm not saying he's going to go on and win 7 Super Bowls, but he's won 3 Super Bowls in 5 years, you guys. I'm giving the man his respect, but he's in our division. So of course I'm going to talk my shit. I guarantee the Jets still talk their shit about Brady. The Bills talk their shit about Brady. They were probably glad he left when he left the AFC East. Big Het. Salute to you, bro. It's been a while. Good to see you, man. Sean Johnson. Patrick Mahomes' weakness we showed on Christmas. Just like Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl, the blueprint is nonstop front 4 pass rush pressure. And imagine Christian Wilkins is now on that defensive line, you guys, up the middle. Mahomes, I'm not going to blame you if you start crying again. And I actually want to show you guys something. I just seen this on Instagram. I want to show you guys this. I think it was Raiders Resistance that posted it, or Raider Room. It was somebody. Who was it? Let me see. Come on. My laptop is tripping right now. Oh, it was Raiders Resistance. And I want to show you guys this. I'm going to share my screen here. And this is for the Chiefs. This is for everybody else. Don't get me wrong. But this is specifically for the Chiefs and those crybabies over there crying over a Muppet. Oh.
It's going to be our mindset. And we got 2 great
Hold on. Let me...
guys that's kind of leading the charge.
When you took over until the end of the season, you guys had the best scoring defense in the NFL. Then you add Christian Wilkins. Will you all be the best defense in the NFL this season?
Our goal to be the best defense that we can be possible, right? And I don't know what those numbers are. We'll let the chips fall in the month of December and hopefully January, February when we're still playing. But, we have a mindset to be a dominant defense, to dictate, to really impose our will on offense. We want you scared when we walk in the building. We want you to see that the silver and black, you be like, I don't want to deal with those guys today. And that's going to be our mindset. And we got 2 great guys that's kind of leading the charge.
When you took over...
I'm going to leave that quote up there. Shout out to Raiders Resistance. I'm going to leave that quote up there. And also it was from NFL on CBS. Once you see that silver and black, you don't want to deal with us. That is Antonio Pierce's message on the goals he has for the Raiders defense. That is the goals, you guys. That is the goals. It's crazy, Leak Guy. Chiefs fans are really getting butthurt over a video, but not butthurt over Jack Jones staring Mahomes down after he threw that ugly-ass throw to the sideline, returning it for a pick 6. And you know what's funny, Leak Guy? They try to get cute. Like, let's not forget them trying to get cute. Let's not forget them trying to get cute again. And what ended up happening? What ended up happening? Like, someone needs to remind what ended up happening. I know what happened when the last time they tried to get cute. They got cute with the ring around the rosy BS, and nobody wants to talk about that. Let's talk about you then try it again. You try to get cute again. Let's pull that up. They're trying to get cute again. You guys want to see them trying to get cute again? What happened? Hey, Chiefs fans, if you guys are look at what happened when your team tried to get cute again. Look what happened. Your team tried to get cute again.
Look at this. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. It's picked up by the.
Your team tried to get cute again. What happened?
Look at this. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. It's picked up by the Raiders.
Oh, I love
they have a touchdown with Nichols.
I think Pacheco was going to keep it.
Why y'all trying to get cute?
He was faking, and he goes, "Whoa, you're actually trying to give it to
what's
me."
Crazy? Hey, Chiefs fans.
And the miscues continue. We showed it earlier. And what a huge play.
Wow, what an interesting
what
turn of events here. A Raiders defense has scored 2 touchdowns.
Right here.
Little chip shot.
Look at this ugly ass throw.
Mahomes throws, and he's picked off. And this one's going back for a touchdown. 2 snaps, 2 defensive touchdowns, and it's Jack Jones who had a pick 6 last week.
Antonio Pierce, the head coach, coached this guy in high school at Long Beach Poly and at Arizona State. And boy, what a great decision to bring him in.
You're
staring down that Kermit the Muppet frog. You think y'all really think we forgot about that ring around the rosy BS? Shut the F up about getting, you guys poked the bear. Oh, Mahomes is going to put 100 up. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up, Chiefs fans. Big Heck, man, I wish I had time to drop Raider content and news on YouTube. Hey, Big Heck, if you got the time, if you ever, I hope the time opens up, but I'll be on the lookout. I'll be on the lookout, you guys. We got 16 people in the chat. Guys, if you guys haven't already, subscribe to Raiders Primos. Hit that subscribe button. Join the Bodika party of the Raider Nation. We always have a party over here. We always talk the talk. We have real Raiders talk. We have fun. We talk. We laugh. We cry. Hey, it's all what family does. So if you want to be a part of that, hit that subscribe button. We're closing in on 500 subscribers, and let's keep on growing. Let's get Raiders Primos out there, you guys. Let's get us out there. Let's get the nation. Let's show the Queefs fans. Let's show those choker fans, the donkey fans, who is the best fan base. Who is the best fan base in the division? Let's show the NFL who is the best fan base in the NFL. Let's show the world who the best fan base is. It is you guys. It is the Raider Nation. So spread it out. Spread it out, you guys. Spread this channel out, and it's all love from me and my cousin Nate. And again, I hit him, Nate. I always hit him up when we go live to see if he could pop in for a live, but he's at work again. But Friday, you guys, he may be on for Friday. You're not gonna miss it. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and also hit that bell so you guys don't miss that live show on Friday. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be my man Raider Nate. And you know what? Maybe I could bring on a special guest. Maybe we gotta bring on a special guest with Raider Nate and me. Big Head said, bro, that 4 horsemen that we put in out there on the D-line, Mad Max, Wilkins, Tyree, and Kuntz, wow, just wow. Big Heck, like what AP said, don't worry about our quarterback. Worry about yours. Talk that talk, Big Heck. Like Graphic Raider said. Like Graphic Raider said. That's for you, Big Heck. Also, shout out to my man, Graphic Raider. Man, he has amazing stuff on oaklasvegas.com. He didn't tell me to say that. Hey, I love the drip that he has over there. Lee Guy says, yeah, that ring around Rosie BS is disrespectful, but glad we humble them, and we going to keep humbling them until we win the division. Bro, let's bring it out again, Lee Guy. Bring it out again. Guys are hyping me up. I want NFL. I want the Chiefs tomorrow. I want that. Hey, I don't know about you guys. I want that smoke with the Chiefs tomorrow. And I bet Mad Max and AP want that smoke too. I bet when they see red on that field, oh, they're coming for blood. They're coming for blood. Sean Johnson says, think about it. We woke them up on Christmas, so basically we got them this last Super Bowl in our house. So we should get credit since we woke them up. Sean, you are right, and we also got to have some fuel. Bro, they won in our building. That's got to sting. Your division rivalry won a Super Bowl championship in your building. Yes, Chief fans, you guys can talk all that talk about how you won in our building. We still kicked your ass. We still kicked your ass. Like, we got shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up, bro. You stupid, bro. But I'm serious, y'all. I'm serious. Y'all, bro, Chiefs fans, you guys can say you guys won a championship in our building. We kicked your ass. We're going to kick it again this season. And don't worry. We'll get a championship. We're going to get a championship here soon. My guy, Mondo. Yo, Raiders Primo, bro, my guy, Mondo, this is his first time in a live stream. Bro, where you been? I was rubbing it in Nate's face because Nate's a Warriors fan. He said we had to watch out for the Mavericks. I was clowning him on here like, Mondo, bro, where were you? So you could clown him. We could clown him together. We could clown my cousin Nate together. I was clowning my man Nate because he was saying, oh, you got to watch, bro. This is basketball talk real quick, guys. We're getting off topic. But he was talking about Tim Hardaway Jr. Like, who the hell is he? PJ Washington? Bro. Jaylen Brown going. That's basketball talk. That's basketball talk. That's basketball talk. Nobody can say nothing because everyone doubted the Celtics. Banner 18 is being risen. And don't worry, Banner 19 is going to be risen too. And then Banner 20, bro. Keep trying to hate on Boston. We just going to keep on winning. Leak Guy says, damn, bro, you getting us hornified. Bro, you stupid, bro, for this. You really stupid. Hey, Sean Johnson says, Josh McDummy was the reason we didn't get into the dance because they didn't want to see us in the playoffs. Bro, Josh McDummy, bro, if he ever shows his face in Vegas, he won't leave Vegas. Lico, the only thing you're gonna be lighting is lighting the green. You're not gonna be lighting the beam. You're gonna be lighting that green. You feel me? You're gonna be lighting the green. But man, what else y'all want to talk about? We got 8 people in the chat here. I know there may be some things y'all want to talk about. Anything else you guys want to talk about? We could talk about quarterbacks, running backs. I'm not hearing too many things about Zamir White or the running backs. I mean, Dylan Labe, like I say, can't stop talking about him. Ja'Cory Bennett, yeah, he had 2 PIs, but that defense is still flying around. So, again, top 10 unit. Could they push for a top 5? I'm hoping they push for top 5. I think they can push for a top 5 unit. But, yeah, you guys, we're coming up on an hour. You guys, we got another live show. It is going to be me. It's going to be my primo Nate. And I'm gonna try. You know what? I'm gonna hit up some of my guys. I'm gonna hit up some of my guys tonight. I'm gonna hit them up tomorrow morning. I'm gonna see who can pull up on Friday. And let's just have one of the best live shows, one of the best Raiders Primos live shows ever. Like, tell your friends, you guys. Like, let's flood the chat room. Let's flood the chat room Friday. For that live show, we're going to have a lot of fun. I know I'm going to get Nate to talking about, we're going to talk, you know what? Let's just shit on the Chiefs. How about that? You guys want to talk about camp and then we could just talk shit about the Chiefs? Let's talk shit about the chokers. Let's talk shit about the donkeys who we have literally been whooping since we moved to Vegas. And we could still talk. I don't care if the Chiefs have been whooping our ass. I'm still going to talk shit about them. Because like I said, we even. In AP's era, we even. You whooped our ass, we whooped your ass. So let's have some fun Friday. Sound like a plan, y'all? I think that's a plan. I think I could get behind that. I'm going to hit up Nate. Let's plan that show. Love y'all. I'm going to give my shout out to y'all. We got Mondo pulling up for the first time. Lekai, Sean. I got my man Big Het pulling up. Who else? We got OJ Raider pulling up. We got Demenis pulling up. John Leon, he pulled up. Salute to my guys. Also my other primo, Teddy Pacheco, pulling up. Even though he's a whiner, that's okay. But he pulled up. That's fine. You know, everyone is welcome into the chat. Just don't get your feelings hurt. Don't get your feelings hurt because we're gonna talk our shit and we're gonna smoke our shit and we're gonna do it the Raider way. I love y'all. Peace out. Have a great Wednesday. Let's get to the weekend. Weekend can't get here fast enough. I'll see you guys Friday, and we out of here. Peace.